welcome. I'm Simone from In Home Trainer, and we're going to be doing a knee-friendly workout that also works the whole body, but is friendly and gentle on those knees, as well as strengthens them in a good way. So let's get warmed up. We're going to start with arm circles, and if you're wondering what this is, we have a timer. We're going to be using a timer, so when you hear it go off, you know you'll be done. And going backwards. We're just warming up the upper body here. Gotta keep going. Then now let's open and close the arms, hug and open, hug and open. Awesome, so thank you so much for joining me. We know that the knees, just like all the other joints in the body, are super important. So we wanna make sure that we're giving attention to them, but not hurting them at the same time. And we're done there. Now we're gonna kick the butt back with our heels, and then we're gonna add the arms back as well. Stick out the chest, bring the elbows back, bend the knees, kick. Now this movement might bother the knees a little bit, and you know what? That's okay. You gotta know the difference sometimes between pain, discomfort, like pain that's not good, sharp, and pain that's maybe a rehab, kind of a gentle tug or a little bit of a discomfort. That's what we're aiming for. We're not really aiming for the sharp pain. But with the knees, they can be difficult sometimes. So just listen to your body. Good, awesome. Good, now we're gonna open up the hips, rotate out to the side, rotate out to the side. So this warm-up is a dynamic warm-up, and we're doing this so that our body can get ready for all the movements we're gonna put it through. Okay, warming up on the treadmill or bike is not the only way to warm up, and in fact, it's not very efficient. You wanna move the body as a whole in all different planes of motion and movement. Okay, last one here, good. Next one we're gonna do, rotate over to the right, rotate over to the left. Good. And this is so we warm up that back, and we're working on that rotation in the ankle, in the knee, down the leg, in the hips. Everything's connected. So this whole workout is going to be about not just strengthening the knees, but the surrounding muscles that support the knees. The stronger those are, the less knee pain you're going to have. Last one there, good. Now hands on thighs, we're gonna do some circles here. Very gentle. And with each of the exercises, I'm gonna give you some modifications, okay? There's gonna be an advanced move, intermediate, and then a beginner, other direction, so that you can always find the one that works best for you. And of course, I want you to push yourself during this workout, but at the same time, listen to your body, do what you can, come back and do it again when you know that you were able to withstand it the first time. Good, now arm and leg out to the side like this. We're coming in, then out, in and out. Good. Warming up the outside of the leg, and this is the muscle you also want to work on strengthening. And these are the abductors and the abductors. I sometimes get them confused. But basically the outer thigh muscles and the inner thigh muscles are the ones you want to work on, as well as the calves. And we're going to be getting all of those here. We're getting the shoulders, and we're just trying to get that heart rate up. So it should be starting to get difficult to, have a conversation or hard to hold the breath. And you don't have to bend the knees a lot in the middle. Here you could just do like this, up to the side. Okay, just a couple more. And last one there, good. Now we're going to reach down, trying not to bend the knees much. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings, then reach up, tippy toes. Down, stretch, up, tippy toes. And by doing the tippy toes, we're getting those calves down and reach up, down and reach up. Good, keep going. Just a couple more. And up. Awesome, let's go to the next warm-up move. Next one is going to be having one leg reaching up, other foot off the floor here, and then switch. Opposite hand, opposite foot, or if that's too confusing, just lift the leg and arm up, the same leg and the same arm. Like a soldier walk, this is what we call it. And we're working on that posture, bringing the chest out, shoulder blades pulled back, and working on keeping that stomach tight. You should be feeling it work when you lift up that leg. Now you don't have to go as high or as straight as me. Maybe we're right here only, and that's fine. We're also working on the balance here. So you wanna make sure we're not like dipping a hip or, letting that ankle collapse. I'm guilty of that. I have flat feet, but we really wanna try to focus on keeping the feet planted in the floor evenly, okay? So do whatever you can here. We're gonna be here for just like 10 more reps, let's say. And again, there's a stack of books on your head. Picture that. We're almost done. Awesome, keep up the good work. We're just getting started. Woo. And last one. Awesome. Okay, hip circles is the last warm-up move here. We're gonna go around with the hips, big circle. And in case you didn't know, I am a certified in-home and virtual personal trainer. So I love doing workouts like this and modifying things and making it work for everybody. So let us know in the comments below what you thought about the workout, if it worked for you or not. And other direction. And the last one there. Awesome. Okay, so we have a series of exercises we're gonna get started with. First one is the one-legged lean, basically a one-legged deadlift. And you might want a chair for this one. Actually, I recommend it, okay? This is the first exercise we're gonna do actually with reps only. And we are going to be doing 10 reps on each leg, okay? So you're going to hold onto the chair. The leg that's closest to it is the one that's gonna be on the floor. And then the leg furthest from it is gonna be the one off the floor, okay? So we're gonna hold onto the chair, try not to put all of our weight on it, and then we're gonna hinge at the waist, lean over, there's a slight bend in the knee, or you can have it straight, and then come back up, drive that knee up, okay? So this is what we're gonna be doing for 10 reps. Lean over and come up for 2. Good, don't rush it, and look at my posture here. 3. We are trying to be nice and flat. 4, like a table, someone can eat off your back. And 5, now I have this knee bent as it goes back as well, that's fine. 6, or you can have it straight. 7, still pretending like the stack of books is on your head. 8, and try not to look down and round the shoulders. That just ruins your form. 9, and last one, 10. Good, let's go to the other side. Now, if you want to advance it a little bit, try not using the chair. Okay, here we go. And lean over for 1. You might need your hands out for balance. Good, and this is great for the knee and is knee friendly because it's a way to strengthen the leg. The body works differently when there's only one part of the body being used. And you're gonna find with a lot of people who have knee pain, like yourselves, this is tough, that one side is stronger than the other. So you wanna work on trying to keep them balanced. Make sure to breathe, exhale, inhale. And see, this is why having the chair is good. And 10. Awesome. Okay, take a water break if you need to. We're just getting into it. Maybe you're getting a little hot, but we're gonna keep it going. Our next exercise is going to be the wall sit. So we're gonna have both our feet on the floor this time. This one we are definitely using the timer, and we are gonna be holding this for 30 seconds, okay? Here we are. Feet are out, but not too far out. You're trying to be at a 90-degree angle here. So if I were to show you like this, you're trying to be right at this angle here. It's kind of hard for me to show you this way, but at the same time, you don't have to be this low. Okay, you can come up a little bit. This is just helping us work the thighs and the core and our posture if we have the hands and the head against the wall, okay? This is an isometric hold. Great way to strengthen the muscles. A lot of physiotherapists use this too. Awesome. That's 30 seconds. Let's go to our next exercise. We are going to be going onto the floor for this one. So a little bit easier. At least you get to lie down. Then we're going to take a break. This one we're going to be doing for 30 seconds. So we're going to be on our back. Okay. Feet flat on the floor. Hands down. And we're going to lift up the butt to the ceiling while keeping the hands and the feet against the ground. Here we go. Up and squeeze and down. Up and squeeze and down. Good. Exhale as you go up. Inhale as you come down. So this is an easier version, or the easiest version of this move. If you want to make it harder, you can have one foot going up, then the other foot going up. And if you want to make it even harder, I'll show you a version in the next set, okay? But for now, either choose between those two. Awesome, good. Let's take a break. Whew. you'd like, you can go into child's pose here, and that's where you bring the butt down towards the heels, head down, elbows down. If the knees are bothering you, I would say just walk it out. Okay, sometimes there's a little pain, a little discomfort, but in this case, you kind of want to push through it, but only if it does feel like a good type of pain, okay? Okay, take that break, and then we're gonna go right back to the one-legged lean. Let's go back to the one-legged lean, grab that chair, or maybe this time just hold on to it with a finger, and let's get started. Leg closest to the chair is on the floor. Here we go, lean, and come up. Now, each time you repeat an exercise, it gives you another opportunity to do it better. So let's work on that. And if you notice you're shaking, that's okay. Just take your time. You can put the foot down in between like I did here. That's another option. And just breathe. 3 more. Back flat. Core strong. Last one. Other side. I'm going to use a chair on the other side since I was so wobbly over there. Okay, and you can also have the chair in front. It just might make you tip a little bit more forward. So it's better to have it by the side if you can. Here we go. And as you can see, I'm struggling too. You're not alone. Just really important that you keep that head looking forward. That is really going to help you. And keep those shoulder blades back. Let's do 3 more. 2. Oh, and 1. I'm going to tap the foot down to give me that extra help there. Good. Okay, next we have that wall sit, 30 seconds. Remember, you can go all the way down at 90 or come up a little bit more, okay? You don't have to be as low, but we do need to hold it for that isometric hold. Here we go, starting now. Chest out slightly, hands against the wall, core strong, plant those feet into the floor. The feet shouldn't be too far back. You want the knees like right on top of the ankles. We have just 15 seconds left here. Down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, feel the burn, and 1. Awesome. Okay, straight down to the floor we go. Let's do those bridges again, okay? And I said I was going to show you another option. So for those of you who want to advance this a little bit more, what you can do is have a towel here, and then as you do it, slide up and slide down, or just use your socks, okay? This one's pretty advanced, and you want to make sure your back is okay here, okay? But we can just continue with the normal version as well. Those are just some options. Here we go. 30 seconds up and down into that bridge. Go. Exhale at the top, inhale at the bottom. You want to make sure that those knees are right over the ankles as well here. And lift up those hips, squeeze the butt at the top. And what this is working is the hamstrings, which is behind the knee, or behind the thigh rather, which is also connected to the knee. So we're working the front of the body before, now we're working more so the back. Good. Awesome. 1 more round to go of these 3 exercises. Then we're gonna switch it up because variety is the spice of life. Okay, take that water break if you need it. Then we're going back to that one-legged lean, 10 reps. And think about what you can do this time to make it a little bit better, okay? Can we bend the knee a little bit more? Can we bend it less? How do we be a little bit more stable? And definitely think about that core. Okay, here we go. Lean over, come up for 1. Good. 2. 3. Maybe a couple reps, try to let go of the chair. But I can tell this is definitely my stronger side. That's 6. What's yours? 9 and 10. Okay, other side. Okay, here we go. Okay, other side. Here we go. Lean over for 1, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And take your time. You don't have to go at the speed that I'm going at. And 10. Awesome. Good. Okay, to that wall sit. 30 seconds. Getting ready, positioning yourself, and hold. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit harder, besides just going up and down with the body here, you can extend the right leg out, toes pointing up, bring it back in, and extend the other leg out. You'll notice you'll shift a little bit. That's okay, you just want to try to limit it. But that's an option, or just hold and stay here with me for the last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Straight down to the floor to do that bridge on the back. And here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You have those options of sliding the feet back in, or lifting up one leg and then the other, or just stay here with me. You have time to work on getting to that intermediate and then advanced level. You want to start with something that you know you can do and you can do well, while still getting a good workout. Keep it going. Done. Okay, you can hug the knees into the chest here. That just might provide the back, hips with some relief. Or you can bend one knee, straighten the other, pull it back, grab your pant leg, your shin, ankle, toes, wherever you can here. Just try not to grab at the back of the knee. And that's just a little bit of a release for you. We're gonna revisit the stretches near the end. Don't you worry. Okay, awesome. Let's get up. And I'm getting up this way, by the way, but you don't have to do that, okay? Probably a better way too is leaning over or rolling over to the side, pushing your hand down, and getting yourself up like this. It's a nice, safe way. A lot of people do that in yoga. Okay, so we finished our 3 rounds. Now we're gonna be moving on to a different set of exercises, and then we'll stretch and wrap it up. So take that water break again. Okay, so let's move on to the last 2 exercises, only 2 this time, that we're gonna be doing in this part 1 of the knee-friendly workout. We're gonna be back onto the floor. Just like how we got on our side before to get back up, we're gonna be going onto our side again. If you find you get a little bit of too much of a discomfort on your hip, just roll up the mat more, or just put something that's a little bit thicker and more cushioned. Okay, we're gonna lie on our side. And I have this because if you have one of these looped bands, you can put it around the thighs, like right above the knee, and that's gonna help adding a little bit more, but you don't always need it. This is a equipment-free workout. So knees together, feet together, and the feet are slightly back behind you. Knees are glued together, and then we're gonna open up and close here. 30 reps on one side and 30 reps on the other. So you can be fully down like this or up, and it may seem like a lot in one go, but trust me, it's actually perfect. If you need to take a rest though, you can take a rest at 15 reps and then get back to it and do another 15. Okay, here we go. Up, lift up that knee, feet are still together, bring it back down, but don't let the knees touch. There's that distance in between, then up again for 2, and repeat. 3, 4, so you're gonna feel this in the butt. 5, on the outside of the leg. 6, and it is perfect for getting that area we're talking about. That's 8, keep it going. And just chill here, keep working that leg. And squeeze at the top. Exhale, inhale. 14, so here you can take a little rest, or you can keep going. 16, 18, 19, maybe you're feeling a burn now, 20, and that's the benefit of doing high reps. No equipment. 23, you could still get a good workout. That's 25, we're almost there. 26, again, don't bring those knees together. And feel that core as well working. And 30, okay, I felt that burn. Let's do the other side. Okay, again, working those outer thighs and the glute back here. And again, not letting those knees touch together, okay? Only in the beginning they're touching, and they're not touching until you're done. Here we go, up. Keep those feet together as well. Down, up, down, and follow my tempo, not too fast, not too slow either. We're right in between. That's 5, good. Really reach that leg up to the top, and then back down again. Good job. And sometimes the simplest movements are actually the hardest. And that's 15, that's halfway, but I'd encourage you to keep going. And if you find this is hard to do on the floor, you can do this one in your bed. I mean, there's always alternatives. That's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, don't forget that tummy, 29, and 30. Awesome. Okay, so good news, we only have to do one round of that exercise. Let's go to the next one. And this one you're going to be lying or sitting down on your butt, legs are in front of you, okay? You can even do this one in the chair, but I'm just doing it on the floor for now. Okay, and we're going to lift up one leg, the right leg, and we're going to lift it up and down, making sure the toes are pointing up, and we're not going to bring the heel all the way back down to the floor. We're going to keep it hovering. Okay, so here we go. Up for 1, down, but not touching the floor, up again. 2, 3. This one we are going to take a rest for at the 15 rep mark. 5, 6, 7. If you do find it difficult, 8. You can touch that heel down. That's 10, and you're going to feel it all in the quad. 12, it's like doing a squat. 13, but without all that pressure on the knees. And 15. Good, other side, here we go. 1 other leg, 2, and again, take note, which side is stronger than the other. 5, and engage that core. 7, if you're sitting in a chair, 8, it's basically the same thing, just having that leg straight. 10, 11, and focus on that posture here. Try not to round. 13, 14, should feel it in that thigh. 15. Okay, let's do the other side. Same thing, last round, up for 1, 2, 3, and don't raise that leg too high, just enough. Good, and I feel my core working, you should too. 11, 12, 13, 14, keep flexing that toe. 15, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice with today's workout, you're not burning a ton of calories, but that's not always the objective. Sometimes it's just about conditioning the body so that it can handle those workouts where you burn a ton of calories and there's a lot more movement involved. 14 and 15. Awesome. Okay, you lean forward here, hinge at the waist, just stretch out that back, wiggle those legs, and that is it. Let's move on to doing stretches, and we're already on the floor, so let's just do it now. We're going to start with the soles of the feet together, like this, gripping the toes, and the knees are going to be pointing up, that's fine. If you can push them down though with the elbows, that would be amazing. It will increase the stretch a little bit more. As you do that, you want to lead with the chest and lean forward. Feeling the stretch down the back. And if this bugs the knees too much, then you can straighten out the legs a little bit more. They can be forward like this. That works too. Okay? And think now about getting that head to the feet. And that should make you feel it from the spine all the way down to the butt. And release. Awesome. Okay, let's straighten out those legs. And we're going to flex the feet like this. So pointing them back towards you, getting a little bit of a stretch in the calves as well as a tiny bit of a workout. Then point the toes down. Point them down. So it's also good to stretch out those ankles because again, it's all connected here. All the legs are connected. Point those toes, good. And then we're gonna point the feet outwards if it feels okay. I'm not gonna hold these ones too long. And then bring them back in. And release. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna use a chair for some of the other stretches. So we're gonna get back up here carefully. Remember there's other ways to get up here at the side, or you can get up like this. But again, depends on what your knee can handle. Okay, we are gonna grab our chair and we're gonna stretch out the quad. This is the one that was worked the most. And we're gonna grab the ankle, pull it back, and feel that stretch all the way here. And if you don't feel it there, or if it's hard to grab that ankle, grab the pant leg, do whatever you can, or put the foot on the chair like this, and that should give you a good stretch. What you might just have to do though is kind of lean into it a little bit more. Like find that sweet spot, okay? And let's hold. And then other side, let's switch and hold. Again, holding the ankle or putting the foot on the chair, whatever works. You can even do this one lying down, like on your stomach, and then grabbing the ankle. So there's a lot of options to do this one. This is just a standing one. Okay, and release. Let's sit on the chair. We did a lot of those bridges. So this stretch is going to be working out the hamstrings, or stretching the hamstrings and the butt, but mainly the butt. Okay, so we're going to put the left foot, bring it up, put it on the right thigh, just above the knee, and we're going to be leaning down and lead with the chest, just like this. Okay, so you should feel it on the outside of the leg, down the butt. So not so much the hamstrings actually, more so on the outside of the leg, that's what I meant. Good, so let's hold, deep breaths. Our heart rate should be all the way back down now. And let's release and go to the other side. Switch. And ideally, you should be holding each stretch for 30 seconds. We're not exactly doing that today, but it's definitely something to keep in mind because we need to hold those stretches for a good amount of time as well, so we get everything out of it, because you don't want to rush that area either. But it's okay sometimes to, get through them a little bit quicker, but you don't want to make it a habit, okay? And release. I find using a timer on the phone is very helpful, or what I have here, that stopwatch. Okay, so let's inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch. And then we're going to exhale, reach down for the floor in between the feet. Just getting our back here, stretching that area out. And rounding the back, coming up slowly, 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 like a rag doll. Vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly, slowly, slowly. Awesome. Okay, so we also want to keep stretching all of these areas in the legs that are tight, right? So that we can reduce that discomfort as much as possible. Next one we're going to be doing is the stretch for the calf a little bit more and the hamstrings. For this one, we are going to have the leg fully extended out. One of the legs, other leg is bent. Scoot to the edge of the chair, and we're going to have that heel down, toes pointing up, and we're going to lean, lean, lean. And you should get it all the way back here, and even in the back of the knee, which is a good area to stretch out because that one tends to be very tight. Okay, we're going to hold. I've worked with a lot of clients who've had knee replacement surgeries, ACL tears, MCL tears, knee problems in general, you name it. It's one of my favorite areas to work because as soon as you start properly exercising and losing some weight, if you find you are a little bit more overweight, it does make a difference, because something like every pound you're overweight, it's like an extra 5 pounds on your joints, including your knees. Okay, so it really does make a difference when you not only work on stretching and working out, and now let's switch other leg, but just helping in general with overall health is gonna make a huge difference when you start making those changes. Okay, feeling the stretch here, and if you're not feeling it enough this way, okay, you can grab that toe and grab the ankle and just lean a little bit more. And that should do it for you. Even so, if you have one of those TheraBands, like those long stretchy bands, you can hook it around the middle of the foot and pull it back, and that should do something else for you as well there. Okay, so we have reached the end of our knee-friendly workout. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't be discouraged if you didn't get as much of a workout today. Come back, try those advanced versions of the moves that I had showed you, and trust me, you're gonna notice a difference. Like even that one where we had the leg going up and down, you can also put an ankle weight on it. So many options out there, and again, we wanna make sure that we strengthen those knees first. We wanna have a solid foundation before we start doing all of those jumping and high intensity moves, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is injure yourself anymore. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below, subscribe. My name is Simone from In-Home Trainer, and I'll see you next time in the part 2 knee-friendly video routine.